Hello there, guys. And yeah, I'm here to explain about a lot of things. About well, not a lot, but just normally just a lot of things about Fleetway Sonic. Here is okay. I've been reading all about this, about researching it, and I've been hearing some people complain that is Fleetway Sonic weak or is he strong, or either if he is actually a real god of chaos or he's just a destructive form. I'm here to sell this. So let's just find out here, and we're just going, yeah, oh, okay. First thing is that Fleetway Sonic. We all know that he looks like Super Sonic, but he was actually originally supposed to be Sonic's original super form. If you guys didn't know that, if you guys are not Sonic fans, then here's a fun fact. But all you Sonic fans out there knows that Fleetway Sonic was supposed to be Sonic's original super form, but it went wrong and it went evil, and he's just pure evil. But how strong is he? He's a dangerous, powerful. He's even stronger than Nazo, because it's shown that in one of the other videos happened. He actually took away. He did something to Nazo in one video that I saw, and whenever he touched Nazo on the forehead, that's whenever on the head, that's whenever Nazo started to scream, and he was in his. Do you know Perfect Nazo from Nazo Unleashed, where Shadow and Sonic and them had to fight Nazo? Nazo was supposed to be in Sonic X, but it was actually in a teaser. Well, he even went into his. He said, "Give me your emerald." Whenever he did, that's whenever he's ordered negative chaos energy. That's when Nazo transformed into perfect Nazo. You know, when he turns all red, his red form, and he has much more longer quills and much more bigger quills, and his eyes are all yellow. He went into that kind of form, and he still screamed, and somehow um it showed that Fleetway Sonic has took away his little red form. Said this, well, he said, "What the art did you do to me?" That's when Fleetway Sonic spoke and said, "I took away your little red form." And whenever he tried to regenerate, Nazo, well, he couldn't regenerate. He did something to Nazo where he can't regenerate, so now Nazo is weakened. He did something, and whenever Nazo punched him in his, we all know that Nazo is very strong. Very strong. He actually took out Sonic, he even survived, Shadow's, Chaos Blast. We all know that Shadow can take off his inhibitor rings and cause a massive destructive explosion called a Chaos Control Blast. Whenever he took off his inhibitor rings off and Shadow went loose, he said Chaos Blast, a mag, see, a massive red explosion happened. He still survived that. He even drew Chaos Control. When Shadow was actually teleporting, he still saw Shadow. Still yet in his perfect form, because Nazo, he's known as a dangerous, powerful being, able to manipulate chaos energy to his own destiny attacks, which is he can actually take your powers. Let's just say, okay, let's just say Thor's powers. Do you know Thor and the Hulk? Well, you know how they have powers. Let's just say Nazo fought them and he didn't, but let's just say if he did, Nazo can actually take their powers and use it against them, which is he can gain the Hulk's strength and use the Hulk's strength against the Hulk, and he can use Thor's lightning abilities to use it against him. So Thor, I can't speak today. Bear with me. So Thor will be shocked by his own lightning because of Nazo is able to manipulate chaos energy or powers to use for its own destiny attacks. So that's what he done. He use Chaos Control, and then before Shadow teleported, and when you disappear and move place to place, well, apparently Shadow disappeared because he was going to appear right in front of him by teleporting. Nazo kind of seen it, and he could still see Shadow moving in the air. But did you know, really quick, guys, before we get back onto the topic of Fleetway Sonic, did you know that if you're actually, the people that knows powers, they claim that if you have a teleporting ability, if you teleport, like if you disappear from Canada to Australia, if you disappear, did you know you're actually invisible and you can actually like disappear? Well, Shadow is actually invisible, where you can't see him, and he's still seen Shadow and done that. Well, that's what Fleetway Sonic's capable of. He can actually see you even if you're invisible. So Shadow was invisible. That's whenever Nazo, he used his powers to turn into visible. He was invisible where you can't see him. That's whenever Fleetway Sonic still grabbed him, because he said, I can see you. He said, but how? He's like, take a look at this. And that's whenever he blasted Nazo, instantly killing him almost. Because he was screaming very hard, and he was about to pass out after the fight was over. Nazo was. He survived, but he was about to pass out because of Fleetway Sonic has done something to him. So it's safe to assume that Fleetway Sonic is pretty strong, and he's pretty powerful. He's even so powerful that he can even survive from the Phantom Ruby. Yes, I've seen a fight before in the Phantom Ruby. That's when Infinite used the Phantom Ruby to stop time and create illusions. That's whenever, I don't know what happened, but Fleetway Sonic did something where that destroyed the Phantom Ruby's power. Like, he outclassed it. Like, he just did some kind of power or some kind of move or some kind of ability where everything stopped except for him. That's whenever, Infinite, and nothing didn't stop. Everything was actually moving and being just normally okay, but for some, it's hard to explain, but let's just say it like this. Like, you see everything moving, okay? But the other person doesn't. Everything's remaining all still. Nothing's moving for them, but everything's moving for you, but nothing's moving for them. So, for Infinite, Fleetway Sonic was actually moving around. That's when but for Fleetway Sonic, Infinite was not moving. So it can assume that there was actually two Fleetway Sonics, two of them. It's kind of like multiplying, like you make two of them. Like there's more than one person. Like it's the same person, but there's more than one. Okay? There's more than one door or whatever. They multiply, there's more of them. So it's like there's actually two Fleetway Sonics. Like, one is actually moving, and one is staying still. But Fleetway Sonic did something where he actually, he had the advantage to take the Phantom Ruby out of Infinite's chest and crush it, smacking it and breaking it all to bits. Whenever he just snapped his fingers, like he snapped them once, and then the Phantom Ruby has evaporated. It just was nothing, just dust. So apparently, Infinite was like, but what the frick? And he was like, so you think you're the most powerful dang now without your precious Phantom Ruby? That's when he bonked him on the head. And that's whenever, then he just flicked Infinite. And then that's whenever Infinite died, weakened. He said, no, you can't be doing this. He said, oh, I can. That's what happened. And so that's why I say that, and whenever I mean he is very destructive, I say Fleetway Sonic is very, 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 very destructive. He's even so powerful, even the I also watched many fights against Fleetway Sonic, apparently, and I remember one of the other fights against him was actually Sonic.exe and versus Fleetway Sonic, and it's shown that he actually defeated Sonic.exe, because we all know that Sonic.exe he's a demon possessing Sonic's body, right? Well, we all know the ability that Sonic.exe has, where he can actually open his mouth and create a laser beam that comes out not from his eyes but from his mouth. That's right, you heard me right. He can make a laser beam come out from his mouth. So he done that, and Fleetway Sonic was still alive, and he was still there. He didn't even move no bit. It's like it went right through him, but it didn't even take no damage. So that's whenever do you know Fleetway Sonic's target eyes? Well, apparently Fleetway Sonic's target eyes apparently glue up more red and more red. That's whenever Sonic.exe had that face expression that, oh no, like his face, like he was like smiling. We all know Sonic.exe has like a creepy smile whenever because he's a demon. He has a creepy smile because he's about to do something. So that smile turned to a frown, and that's whenever he's like this, oh my, like a face expression like, ha, oh crap, like that. Well, that's whenever he actually shot something. It was not a laser beam. It was kind of like something much more powerful than it looked like a laser beam. Let's just say it was a streak of a extremely, and what I mean about extremely, I mean about extremely horrible beams came out from his eyes and easily just burned up Sonic.exe's face up and showed his skull. Apparently, and he can't re-heal because he did something to his powers where he can't re-heal. So Sonic.exe's face was badly burned up. And badly, it was melted. Like, it was all drippy and everything. Like, it was about to get melted off. That's whenever he actually hit him in the back and made him vomit up blood. So, apparently, that's whenever Tails.exe, Sonic.exe's sidekick, came up. And that's whenever he flew up in the sky with choking, like, grabbed Tails.exe by the neck and flew Tails.exe up in the air and smacked him down so hard it created an earthquake. And that's whenever he died. Tails.exe, that's whenever Sonic.exe went to the dark form, and that's whenever the original Tails got like his neck snapped. That's whenever Sonic gone to this was not Hypersonic or Dark Sonic. This was actually them both combined together. This was something that was called Dark Hyper Sonic. So whenever Dark Sonic.exe and Dark Hyper Sonic, they actually teamed up. You're asking me, why would they team up? Well, they needed to team up. They had to defeat him. Apparently, this was the only way. So at this point, that's whenever Fleetway Sonic was actually creating fire, and guess what? He's even very destructive. Even in VR chat on his one channel, Speedy Blue, apparently it's Sonic's channel, and whenever he came out of Sonic's body, this is where I saw the part where Nazo got defeated by Fleetway Sonic, and showing that Fleetway Sonic, well, he was actually, let's just say, he even said to Sonica, I am a very destructive form. I can kill you right now, and she didn't listen. That's when he keep on saying is that I am very destructive. Listen, I am a destructive form. I am highly dangerous, and I am extremely, highly, and very dangerous. He said extremely a bunch of times, and he is. Whenever he says he's extremely, very, very dangerous, he means he's very, very, extremely, and extremely highly dangerous. Because it showed in the comics, in the Sonic Archie comics, where he defeated Nazo, where he defeated, and he can see through your chaos energy. He can also see through chaos energy. He can even manipulate your own power to use against you. He can even take away your power. He can even, if you have the power to turn into a powerful monster, he can also do that. Because of why? Because it's shown that on one video, this is actually the last fight I saw lately, and apparently shown, do you know Sonic.exe's true form, like Lord X form from FNF, Friday Night Funkin', where he's so big and he has an X across his chest? Well, he went to that kind of form, and that didn't even help. He just took his fingers and just moved him at the way you say, come here, like that, in that kind of way, and he easily turned him back to normal, taking away that ability. So when he tried to do any else form, he couldn't do it. He was able, and then he took away that and used it against Sonic.exe. Easily just smacked him and smacking literally the blood out of him. Literally, because the blood just shot out of him after that. So strong that he's even infinitely fast. Which if you actually take a quick research and say, how fast is infinite speed? Well, Google told me that infinite speed means infinite, which is, it has no limit. It is limitless, there is no limit to the speed. It's, we all know that the speed is just a short term, right? Speed is just a number. Like your age, how old you are is like a number. Let's say you're 15, well, you're 15 years old, that's a number. Well, apparently, the age of 15 is just 15. The number 15, well, let's just take that example to the speed example, okay? Well, speed is actually a number. We all know that, 5 miles per hour is just the number 5. That's how you're going to level 5 speed. Well, it said that infinite speed, there is no end to the number. It keeps on going. The number keeps on going. Your speed number keeps on going, which is, there's no end to the speed. Which is, you're just getting faster and faster and faster, not every minute, but every second. Every 1 or 2 seconds, you're getting quicker. So it said that Fleetway Sonic has a speed of infinite, which is, he has endless speed, and spaceless. It's very spaceless. Spaceless. There's a lot of space to it. Just like space in the void. It has no end. They never found the end of the space or the void. So that's in the speed case. You're just getting quicker. So assume that he can actually dodge even Sonic's attacks. If Sonic cannot even defeat him. Because when he tried to do his kick attack really quick, use his speed, he even dodged Sonic at one point. So this is a very, very destructive form and a very powerful form. He's very dangerous, which is even the military even try to defeat Fleetway Sonic. And you know what he did? You really want to know what he did? Well, I'm about to tell you right now. He freaking flipping just tapped the ground with one finger and everything just disintegrated to ashes. The police officers and the policewomen's, every police officer and their cars, the military's trucks, the tanks, they all were ashes after then. So not even the Green Berets at that point can even stop a meter. He's very destructive. This is something that only God can only defeat. So when, because you know how Sonic.exe, the video game from 1991, and do you know how he says that I am God? Well, I hate to say it, Sonic.exe, but you're not God. At this point, you're not a God. Because if you were a God, then how in the world did Dark Sonic defeat you? And how in the world can Hypersonic, how in the world can Ultrasonic defeat you? And how in the world did Fleetway Sonic defeat you? You're not a God. Gods can't die. And the point is that if you actually smack it all together, it claims that Fleetway Sonic is very destruction, and it proves that he is a god. And it proves that he actually survived through, and he's able to cheat death. Because of the creator of Friday Night Funkin' version of Fleetway Sonic said that he's able to cheat death. And I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Wait, what? How? That's what I was like. That's what I was like. So I was like, and that was what I was like. Whenever I was like this. This is what I was like. Wait, what? Because of it said he's able to cheat death. No matter what you do, he's going to survive. He's going to come back. Hey, you see what I did there with William Afton? He's able to come back from the dead. Bring him out from the dead because he can't die at all. You're not going to kill him. The best thing to do is to pray or just have some way that God can defeat him. Because of this is something that only Jesus can only defeat. Because of apparently this is very destructive, very, very, very destructive. So destructive, even Sonic.exe, he's a demon himself, and he cannot even defeat him. He just melted his face completely. Well, not completely, but halfway melted his face with one little laser strike. He's able to cross like laser beams. He's able to make energy shields to block off massive explosions. Which is, he can even shapeshift his body. So if he wants to, he can actually touch you. If he's thinking about it and he touches you, he's able. What I was reading on the internet, that he's able to shapeshift into you. And if you have a power, like a superpower, he shapeshifts into you. That means he's actually not the real you, but he's just looking like you, okay? And that means he can have your ability as well, and all of your other abilities. So you're not going to run away from him at this point, because he can catch up to you, because he has your abilities. Unless he shapeshifts into something else, or turns back to his original form. Not original form, but his original self, though. Or turns back to normal. Okay, that's whenever he can't have your abilities, though. So apparently, there you have it. He's very destructive. So the question is he a god? Yes. In fact, I hate to say it. I mean, I really do hate to say it, but he is a god because he's able to cheat death. He's very destructive and highly dangerous and very, 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 very extremely and infinitely powerful. So apparently he's infinitely powerful, so that means he is endlessly powerful. He has the speed, he has infinite speed, he has infinite abilities. So apparently, yep, and no matter how much forms that Sonic.exe goes to, I hate to say it, but he's not going to defeat him. The only one who could defeat him all I know is that he did get defeated finally. It came to be that Fleetway Sonic finally got defeated, but you probably asked me, but how? You just now said he's able to cheat death. Well, he can, but this is the only way. This is the only deadliest situation that he cannot cheat death to. Okay, he cannot cheat death, not unless you use this ability that Dark Hypersonic and Dark Sonic.exe use. Because what they did is that whenever Fleetway Sonic used his abilities, like use a black hole, that's whenever Dark Hypersonic Dark Sonic.exe, Sonic.exe just was actually holding him where he cannot escape. That's whenever Dark Hypersonic, Sonic's Dark Hyperform, that's when Sonic kicked him inside of his own superpower, like his own black hole, and that's whenever Fleetway Sonic got defeated, because that's the only way. You're going to have to use his power. You're going to have to, like, somehow make him use his own power against him. His own power is the only thing that can kill him at this point. Because of it's his own power. I mean, come on. If you like this video, subscribe, notification bell, and there you go. There's your question and everyone else's question. So now I hope this settles it. Of all this argument of is he very powerful or is he a god of chaos? Well, he is a god of chaos, but he's like 85% a god of chaos, not 100%. Because of this point, like this video if you like, hit the not know. What I meant to say is that hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. Some guys, so yeah, peace.